Hello guys, welcome back to Chris Poly channel. This video I want to share about Global App update at 17 February 2023 maintenance update. But be noticed, all content on this Global App video was recorded on Global App server. So this is all content that will update on our live server in future. And mostly all this update will implement on Korea live server next week maintenance update. And following outside Korea server if they already feel this content already ready to release outside Korea server globally. Okay, to enjoy watch my video, make sure you turn on this video subtitle and also you can use timestamp that I already provide to go to target topic that you want. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notification to get any update and guide on Black Desert World. Okay, let's start this video content using any feature that I provide. Okay, this is official website for Global App update at 17 February 2023. First feature update that they will implement about trial character for Megu and Wosa. So in future you can try Megu and Wosa character as trial character that you can find this menu of trial character for Megu and Wosa on top right of your character selection window. So if you haven't played Megu and Wosa character, you can try it first time on this trial character. And next about some class balancing. Actually on this week Global App update didn't have any class balancing. They just fixed some issue for Berserker, Kunoichi, Ninja, Wizard, Mystic, and Assassin. But all this fix is not a big deal because they just fix some issue without changing any major for their skill. And next feature improvement about item. In future, they will reduce number of VT that require for any item that you can put it on Central Market Warehouse. As you can see on this table, for any equipment, in future, they will reduce their VT from 50 VT to become 10 VT only. And also for any accessory, they will reduce number of VT from 20 to become 5 VT only. And for any other item that previously have 0.1 VT, still same as before. And the same thing for any per item that didn't cost any VT on Central Market Warehouse, same as before. Meanwhile, for any item that costs 1 VT on current Central Market Warehouse, they will reduce it to become 0.3 VT only. So in future, you can store more item on your warehouse Central Market. And next feature update about daily challenge for mercenary buff that you can get it daily. In future, they will add additional reward for mercenary buff from our challenge page, especially for life skill content, that you have option to choose mercenary life for 60-minute buff from your challenge page every day. And this item scroll will give you additional life skill XP plus 50% for 60 minutes after you use it. And you also can craft it to higher mercenary life item by combining 3 pieces mercenary life 60 minutes, that this higher item buff will give you effect plus 150 life XP for 60 minutes. But take notice, this daily challenge, you only can claim it once a day, and this item cannot stack every day, so you must claim it every day. And this is sample item description for this mercenary life for 60 minutes, either normal item that will give you 50% life XP, and also higher grade item that you need to combine 3 pieces normal item to become item that will give you 150% life XP buff for 60 minutes. So by this update in future, you can collect this daily challenge mercenary for any kind of life skill content, not only for leveling your character. Okay, next feature update about some improvement for some item exchange. First about Dragon Scale Fossil. In future, they will improve reward to exchange this Dragon Scale Fossil to become Advice of Folk, because previously you need to get more Dragon Scale Fossil to exchange to become Advice of Folk. And in future, they will improve this exchange that you can get Advice of Folk plus 20 just by exchange 20 pieces Dragon Scale Fossil, and then plus 30 Advice of Folk by exchange 50 pieces Dragon Scale Fossil. Meanwhile, for Advice of Folk plus 40, you need 150 Dragon Scale Fossil, and the last for Advice of Folk plus 50, you need 400 pieces Dragon Scale Fossil. And this is sample how it's look for this item description for new Dragon Scale Fossil that will update in future. And next future update about alchemy content. In future, you can upgrade your green grade party elixir to become blue grade party elixir. And how to upgrade this green grade party elixir to become blue grade party elixir? You need simple alchemy 3 pieces green grade party elixir with blue liquid reagent, that you can purchase it from Old Moon NPC, that you can purchase it from any material vendor NPC, from any major city, and if you combine this item, you will get one piece blue grade party elixir. And this will work for any green grade party elixir that listed on this table, and for more detail, you can check on this video description to read more detail for its party elixir. Okay, next feature update about selling content. In future, they will add repeatable quests for selling content, especially to get Tron Treasure Map Fragment. Actually, this is material to get Eben Rutnol, treasure item from selling content. So if you get multiple identical Tron Treasure Map Fragment, you can recycle it by giving 2 pieces this Tron Treasure Map Fragment and also 3 pieces Lavinia Moss Removal to NPC Arrow that located on Aquila Island to get 1 piece box of Tron Treasure Map piece that you can open it to get another treasure map fragment with set probability. So at least from this update, if you're hunting for this Tron Treasure Map to get Eben Rutnol, you can recycle your duplicate Tron Treasure Map fragment to have chance to get another type of this Tron Treasure Map fragment. And more detail about this special treasure item for selling content Eben Rutnol, you can check my special guide to get this Eben Rutnol on this video by using RNG method, but you also can get this Eben Rutnol by purchasing it directly using 2 million Crow Coin. And for more detail how to get this Eben Rutnol by using this direct purchase method, you can check my review experience when I get this Eben Rutnol by purchase it directly using bartering content. And next feature update still about selling content, but at this time they just improve how to get Sea Crystal. And some improvement for the Sea Crystal, in future they will increase number of stone that you can get by simple alchemy any Sea Crystal to become Sea Crystal material that previously you only get 1 piece of this fragment. In future you can get 1 until 2 pieces by random. And also in future they will add formula to craft Margoria Sea Crystal, and you can get this Margoria Sea Crystal by combining Origin of Margoria 3 pieces and also 1 piece Void Sea Crystal by simple alchemy. So you can get Margoria Sea Crystal more easy than before. And if you didn't know about this Sea Crystal content for selling content, you can check my previous video about Sea Crystal and like Rasan grinding guide that I released previously. And this Sea Crystal is special gear that you can wear it on your large ship like for any kind of Eperia sailboat until Karak. Okay, next feature update about farming content. In future, you can get magical seed item by processing it, but to do this processing, you need your character farming level is Artisan 1 or higher, and you can process it by shaking 1 piece special seed with 2 mysterious seed and 10 pieces purified water, and this is available seed that you can craft it to become magical seed. And still future update for farming content, in future they will increase number of fruit that you can get from any kind of mysterious seed. Fruit that Praebis mentioned on this update is any kind fruit like Fruit of Destruction, Perfection, Power, Enchantment, Fruit of the Sun, Fruit of Nature, and Crimson Flame. So in future you can get more of this fruit type from farming content. And this is stable for any kind of seed that will update number of fruit to become double if you get from this farming content. And next future update some change for any kind of adventure log. In future they will integrate some of adventure log to become one, like Deathway Adventure Log, Eldostin Alchemy Journal, and Dorin Mogrim Secret Journal. They will merge it to become Sakatu Merchant Collection Journal. Meanwhile, for Rulpe Travel Log, Kappar's Record, and Fugar Secret to Success, and also Lamute Adventure Journal, they will integrate it to become Crow Merchant Guild Journal. And then for Book of Margahen, Herald Journal, Pavino Greco Journal, they will integrate it to become Old Moon Merchant Adventure Journal. And this is table list for integrated adventure journal that they will implement in future. And take notice for Igor Bartali Adventure Journal, this adventure journal still stand alone that didn't merge with any other adventure journal. Meanwhile, for any other adventure journal that I already mentioned before, this is for its category for this adventure journal that got integration for its classification. But how to finish this adventure journal still same as before. and more detail to finish all this adventure journal, you can finish it just by following any guide for this adventure journal that I released previously on this special playlist. And for more detail about this playlist, you can check on this video description to finish it and get permanent status for all your character in your account. So in future, if you check your adventure logbook shelf, that previously this adventure logbook shelf looks like this. And in future, after this integration system, for this adventure logbook shelf, this is how it's look when this update come to our live server. So by this update, they mentioning they just prepare any other adventure log that they will release in future. Maybe some of this adventure log that I also already share some leak for some adventure log that unconfirmed until now. And next feature update about quest and knowledge, but at this time about skip function if you already complete tutorial previously, and also skip feature for Mountain of Eternal Winter main quest. But for this feature update about skip feature, this is mentioning about skip for any cutscene during tutorial, Balenos main quest, and Mountain of Eternal Winter main quest. That you can skip directly any cutscene if you already finished this tutorial and any kind of main quest previously. And next feature update about Node War and Siege War. In future, they will change material to craft barricade and also solid barricade to become need less material than before. And also how to craft flame tower. They also will reduce its material to become more easy than before. And then for any other minor fix and change, I think all of this not too a big deal. And at the end of this Global Lab update website, they just give some letter mentioning about upcoming new region and also Megu and Wosa Awakening update. First, they mentioning about new region update, Land of Morning Light, that this is how it's look for starting point when you reaching Land of Morning Light, new region that will release on Black Desert Online, that called Nampo Port. And some important information from this letter, they just mentioning Praebis just plan to operate this Land of Morning Light as dedicated server, and they decide to bring this Land of Morning Light on dedicated server to make us enjoy this Land of Morning Light more smoothly when this update come to our live server. So our computer client can load any asset on Land of Morning Light more smooth than in one server with our previous region. But because of this dedicated server, they just mentioning this is not possible to use some function from existing continent like storage or warehouse. And because of this update, in future they will replace Potrat region to become this continent Land of Morning Light. But because of this update, that they will bring this Land of Morning Light region to become dedicated server, Potrat region including Nada Island will be no longer visible if we access previous region on another server. But if you go to Land of Morning Light server, you can access completely Land of Morning Light region. I think Black Desert Online will become partial open world because if you go to another continent of Black Desert World, you will go to another server instead in one location without any loading. And they mentioning existing portrait will be removed at official server that they mention about Korean server at 28 February 2023. And from this 28 February 2023 until this Land of Morning Light release, they will share more detailed info regarding about any item for storage relocation and node connection in another announcement. And then they mentioning they already prepare update for Land of Morning Light. This new region will be official release on Korea server in March 2023. But for any other region outside Korea server, they will inform it later in future. And they also mentioning they will release new developer commentary video about this update progression for developing this new region. So let's see this update for Land of Morning Light region that will release on Korea server first in March 2023. And just stay tuned on Chris Poly channel. I will try early for this Land of Morning Light on Korea server when they release it on Korea server in future at March 2023. But from this letter on Global Lab update, they didn't mention exact date when this Land of Morning Light region will release on Korea server. They just mentioning about month March 2023. And once again, they just mentioning more detailed info, they will release it on developer commentary video for this Land of Morning Light. And next, they also mentioning about Megu and Wosa Awakening. But on this letter, I just got some bad news about Megu and Wosa Awakening that they will release. Estimate that to finish to release this Megu and Wosa Awakening around 2 until 3 months from now. So they still need time to develop this Megu and Wosa Awakening that will release in future around 2 until 3 months from now. But they mentioning about this Twin Awakening that they will share weapon and skill. But in case for Wosa, she will use Charm as her Awakening weapon and share some of Megu skill. And vice versa for Megu Awakening that will using Wosa Fan to perform similar skill. But they also make some concept that completely different, that Awakening Wosa that will use Charm, but she also will combine the Charm in form of book that show on this picture. And Prebis also mentioned Wosa Awakening attack style and skill effect will completely different than her sister skill, Megu. And Prebis also mentioning both of class are being prepared for their Awakening in future, and just wait for this Awakening Megu and Wosa on next 2 until 3 months that expected will release at May 2023. And I expect Prebis will release this Megu and Wosa Awakening at the same time in future based on seeing time that they need to prepare for this Awakening update for both of this class. So just be patient for this Megu and Wosa Awakening that will release at May 2023. Okay, that's all any future information for Black Desert World that I got from last Global Lab update at 17 February 2023. And special thanks to all my membership for direct support via Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. Welcoming new membership Ned Chusek as bronze member. And also my current member, Dubiadut, Jimmy Snake, Doki, Angel, Ayrton, Killsteel, Wemi, Bebu, Iliana Nico, Detraki, Divine Blur, Grosak, Snot as gold member. And also for all my silver and bronze member, thank you so much for all your direct support. This will make Chris Poly channel running and growing more faster. If you want to support me directly, I will very grateful. And as special thanks, I will put your name on my video depend on your support level. And be noticed at some level there are have some limit, so make sure you didn't get run out for this limited space. And I will put your name on every subsequent video that I release for the duration of your support. And if you want to join my membership to support me directly, you can go to any platform for Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. I already put link for this membership on this video description, or you can check on top right of this video. I already put card for Patreon link. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe to my channel for another guide and update. Thank you for watching. See you next time.